What's up, everybody? Dwayne Bryant here. That's right. The guy with the best hair at WagerTalk is back with another MLB trend report. Let's kick this new week off with a bang. Let's get 5 more hot trends for today. And guys, as always, never make a bet based on any single trend, angle, or piece of information. Simply use these trends and angles as an addition to the handicap you've already done on the games. Let's get right into trend number one. And for trend number one, we're looking at John Gray in against division opponents when his team won his previous start and the team's previous game went over the total. And this goes all the way back to September 23rd of 2016. And we'll hit the SDQL button, and you'll see that the over-under is 0, 12, and 1. No overs, 12 unders, 1 push. Went under by an average of basically 2.7 runs per game. Nice 81.7% ROI. And you can see that this is active today. Gray and the Rangers on the road against the Houston Astros. Let's move right on into trend number two. And guys, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications. I would greatly appreciate it. For trend number two, we're going to be going back to July 1st of 2021, so a little over 2 years. Jose Barrios on the road against an opponent that is outscoring their opponents by at least 1 run per game. So lowercase o for opponent, capital A for average, and then in parentheses is margin, which means scoring margin, greater than or equal to 1. So we'll hit the SDQL button. And another solid over-under trend here. This one to the over. 8 overs, no unders. These games went over by an average of 3.6 runs per game. Excellent 92.5% ROI. You can see that this is active today. Barrios and the Blue Jays on the road against the Dodgers. Let's keep it rolling right into trend number 3. And guys, if you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up to like this video. I would greatly appreciate you doing so. For trend number 3, we're going to go team specific here. We're going to look at the Houston Astros this season when they play on a Monday. Doesn't get a whole lot simpler than that. And you can see the Astros here are 12-0 to the over, going over by 4.29 runs per game. Excellent 89.9% ROI on this undefeated over trend. And it is active today with the Astros at home against the Texas Rangers. So I picked this trend for 2 reasons. Number one, I gave you an excellent under trend on John Gray to start the show. And now here I am coming back with an excellent over trend that counters that one. And this is why I tell you guys in every video never to base a bet on any single trend or angle. Because a lot of times for every excellent trend you find pointing one way, you can find one pointing the opposite way. That's the lesson that I'm trying to show you here today. And as far as this trend in particular goes, I have to be honest, and I've said this on multiple shows in the past, when it comes to MLB, I'm not a fan of the trends that point to a particular day of the week. I do believe that teams and players, they have their ups and downs throughout a long MLB season. So, I'll look at things, for example, like how a starting pitcher in his career has done in the month of July. And a lot of times you can find where a pitcher follows a pattern, and when it gets to a certain month of the season, for some reason, they're just better or worse by far than normal. But for the days of the week, I'm not a real big fan of these. I've mostly put this trend in here just so I could show you how you can find excellent trends pointing on both sides of a game. So again, make sure you've got multiple edges in a game before you actually make a bet. Let's rock and roll right into trend number 4. And guys, if you have any questions, any SDQL, any situations that you would like me to look up that might be active for today, drop it in the comments. Any requests or suggestions for the show, or any trends that you might have found that are active and good for today, drop them in the comments as well. I would love to hear from you guys. For trend number 4, we're going to be looking at the LA Dodgers, and I don't know where that came from. Actually, no, we're going to be looking at the Cincinnati Reds. I jumped the gun. And we're going to be looking at the Reds on the road this season when they are off a game that they won by at least 4 runs. We hit the SDQL button, and you can see that despite being an average underdog of plus 107.3, the Reds are a perfect 7-0 this season, winning by a little more than 2.5 runs per game for an excellent ROI of 106.6%. And you can see that this is active today. The Reds with Graham Ashcraft on the road in Milwaukee against the Brewers. And now, before I get to the final trend of the day and the one with the best ROI of the ones for today, just a reminder that my football special is still going on over at dbbets.com. Don't know how long they're going to keep it up, but you get to pick the freebie. And basically, why you should take my football package today is simple, and it's right here on the screen. I was number 1 at WagerTalk in college football last season on all 3 metrics: profit, win percentage, and ROI. I was number 1 at WagerTalk in NFL profit 2 seasons ago. I'm number 1 at WagerTalk over the last 2 seasons combined in profit from 5% NFL max bets. So right now, while the deal is still up, you can choose option 1, where you buy my college football season package. You get my entire NFL season through the Super Bowl absolutely free. Option number 2, if you don't bet NFL, if you buy my college football season package, you can get the rest of my MLB season absolutely free through the World Series. Or option 3, the one that gives you the biggest savings, is if you buy my college football and NFL season combo package, you can get and you will get the rest of my MLB season absolutely free. If you purchase my college football season package, a member of WagerTalk's amazing customer service staff will reach out to you to see which freebie you choose, whether it's the NFL season or the rest of MLB. If you purchase the college football NFL season combo package, you will automatically receive the rest of my MLB through the World Series absolutely free. That deal is up at dbbets.com. And as you see, if you scroll down the right side of the page, under long-term and seasonal passes, it says football. That is where you will click the drop down and pick which season package you want. And then you will get the appropriate freebie. So don't miss out on that, guys. Let's wrap this up with trend number 5, the biggie of the day. And for this one, now, I jumped the gun earlier, but now we are going to look at the LA Dodgers. We're going to look at the Dodgers when they are off a loss by 4 or more runs, and it's the first game of a series, capital FGS's first game series. So first game of the series. We're going back to August 1st of 2021, so almost exactly 2 years to the day. We'll hit the SDQL button. And I really don't know why it does this to me on every other video. I guess I just must hit the SDQL database at a peak time when a lot of guys are doing queries, and then it has to think before it actually spits out the results here. So, as I've said several times on the show, if I had a drum roll right now, I'd do it. This is added suspense that I've never planned for. You just never know how the database is going to react when you put a query in. Sometimes you get an error message and there really is no error. Your text is correct. But here we see that since August 1st of 2021, the Dodgers are a perfect 12-0, and that's straight up and on the run line, winning by over 3.5 runs per game on average. And that is when they're in the first game of a series and coming off a loss by 4 runs or more. They did lose to Texas yesterday, I believe, 8-4. And you can see that this is active today. The Dodgers at home against Jose Barrios, who we mentioned earlier, and the Toronto Blue Jays. So that, guys, is going to wrap up the show for today. Again, if you've got any questions, suggestions, comments, drop them all in the comments section. I would love to hear from you, and I'd be happy to look up any queries that you think might be active for today or might have a good result for today. And as always, best of luck on all of your wagers today.